Hey guys, third generation treasure hunter Dan Dillman's family came across an old map and they took years to decipher it, but what they deciphered was this was the location of where Montezuma hid his treasure. This video that you're about to see is not the Dillman family side of the story. This is the side of the story by the landowners that the Dillman family contacted, saying that they thought something was on their property, and what they found was incredible, and you're going to hear that right now. But Dan Dillman, at our Moon Lake gathering on August 23rd and 24th, is going to be sharing their research and what happened with their family side of the story, which is incredible. Now, Dan Dillman, in my mind, is a celebrity. He won't say that, but I am. He's been on the show Beyond Oak Island, and also he had his own show on the History Channel, Lost Gold of the Aztecs, where he shared some of his family's research, but he didn't share it all. He's going to be sharing a lot of that stuff with us at the Moon Lake gathering on August 23rd and 24th, 2024. So come out and see what Dan has to say. This event is free, and if nothing else, man, you want to come and meet Dan Dillman, but there's going to be a lot of knowledge at this event. There'll be like-minded people from all over the country at this event. And there is no better place, there is no place where you can network with your fellow treasure hunters and like-minded people than this event. This is one event that you do not want to miss. The knowledge that it's going to be there is going to be incredible. So I hope to see you all out there. But do me a favor, before we get to this video, which is incredible, do me a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe. I don't know if it helps me with YouTube or not, but it sure makes me feel better. And also leave a comment. Let me know if you're coming to this event and let us know where you're from. And with that said, here's this incredible video.
But he had these records with him. They were about 2x2 sheets of paper that he had made all kinds of drawings on. And he asked my mother if there was any of these drawings on the hills around the area. She says, yeah, there's some right there by the house. And one of them was a horse and a man, and it looked like a trail that had been drawn on these papers. And it says, well, down the canyon there should be a big bullseye. And at that bullseye, that's where Montezuma's treasure is. And then he began to tell the story of why they came to their place.
Here he's talking about Ray Dillman, Dan Dillman's grandfather, and the Dillman family.
He had spent years and years studying a map, a stone tablet in the Mesa Museum. And everybody believes it's the map to the Lost Dutchman line. Well, he turned that map upside down and studied it for a number of years and traced and made it a map and followed that map, and it led him right to my folks' place. And on those papers, he had stick figures that had crosses in each hand, a cross on the top of their head, and supposedly that represented when Montezuma captured the Spaniards and fled because the Spaniards were trying to steal all their gold. He captured a monk and a black slave, and the monk, in order to keep track of where they went, put these blue writings on the walls, which were represented by the crosses and the cross on the top of his head, to try to find their way back. And so all of that stuff was on these papers. Also on the papers were kind of a stair-step approach. And he says, under this bullseye, you will find 3 steps. And at the top of the step, you will find bodies that have been mutilated and left there that Montezuma killed. And you should be able to find the entrance to a tunnel, but the tunnel will be booby-trapped. And you'll need to be careful. And probably the best place to enter the place where they stored the gold is on the first level. Each level will have a tunnel going into it. And so we went down there, and we had a gravel business. And we had a gravel pit right there on the place. And so at night, we take our equipment down there, and we moved all this dirt out, and guess what we found? We found those 3 stairs. And we found the top stair, and we found 3 bodies, and the bodies had been burned. And we go, oh my gosh. Here's a guy that we didn't know, brings us some drawings. We found the stairs, and we found 3 bodies. And they were burned. Half the skeletons were burned.
Now, what the Dillman family didn't know was that this family, the Judd family, was no stranger to searching for Montezuma's treasure in this canyon. Years and years and years and years before, a man by the name of Freddie Crystal showed up to this canyon, and he was searching for Montezuma's treasure from an old map that he had. So when the Judd family started uncovering what Ray Dillman said should be there, they got excited.
There were stones placed over the openings. And the first one that we opened up was just chock-a-block full of bones, human bones. The bones had been cannibals that they'd eat.
And then we were digging around, and all of a sudden, it looked like this skull rolled out of the side of the hill and rolled down towards us, and come to find out it was a little pot with 230 turquoise beads in it. We also found at that same location a little nodule. It's about the size of a golf ball, and it has 3 little divots in it. You can set it in your fingers about like this, and it's really, really heavy. You can't scratch it with a file. You can't. In order to find out what kind of material it's made of, you'd have to destroy it, and we didn't want to do that because it's an artifact. But we figured, and we've had a lot of people look at it, that it was probably hardened gold. We decided it wasn't in that location, so we moved a little bit to the north, about 100 feet, and we moved a bunch of overburden, and as we came down the ledge, lo and behold, we found the blue writing. The stick figure, the guy holding 2 crosses in his hand and a cross on the top of his head, there it was. And we dug down, and we found ruins, granaries, and then this really weird writing that we've never seen before in this area. It's really dug in deep into the rock, and it's weird writing, not something that you would normally see around here. And that was all over the wall. And about 2 days later, after we took that material down off the wall and opened that up, that blue writing disappeared. The air made it evaporate.
Things were getting pretty excited, but a huge misunderstanding turned things from being exciting to scary in a hurry.
Judd came up to us, red-faced, said, "Get the hell off my land."
And I don't think he trusts us in the beginning, because at that particular time when he ran us off the property, he had a gun right there in his waist side.
And my father says, "What do you mean?" He said, "Just get the hell off my land. You heard me. Now, or I'll shoot you and your family."
My brother yelled out to me, "Dad says get the tools, get the camera, get everything. We got to get the hell out of here right now."
That if they had resisted and not immediately left when he told them to, he would have buried them right there, and we'd be possibly digging up a few modern-day skeletons on that site today.
Again, guys, this is one event that you guys don't want to miss. Where else are you going to get the chance to rub shoulders with people like Dan Dillman and others that are going to be there? This is held on August 23rd and 24th, 2024 at the Altamont City Park, which is just the gateway to the Hyuinas, where all the Spanish treasure stories are, where all the Bigfoot stories and UFO stories, but it's not that far from Skinwalker Ranch, so you can imagine what people have been seeing around here. And the best part, this event is free. So I hope to see you guys, and with that said, that's a wrap.